I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness. The time is now. The time is now. Hey folks, Vision Preparedness here. I hope everybody's having a great day today and hope everybody had a blessed Merry Christmas. New Year's is on the way. And I just wanted to take a moment to share with everybody a concept bag that I'm working on, that I've been thinking about for the last couple of months. And thanks to my brother, Apocalyptic Awakening, he did a video on it, basically the same concept. And what I want to share with everybody is the concept bag that I'm working on and the reasoning behind it. Now, first of all, I want to say this is worst case scenario, plain and simple. And basically, this particular pack I'm calling the Move On Pack. This is not your ordinary bug out bag, because I know we talked about bug out bags, get home bags, ready bags, car bags, and all these other packs and bags and everything. But this is the Move On Pack. This particular concept that I'm working on is a worst case scenario, and everything possible has gone wrong. You know, I'm a big proponent of bugging in and fortifying the homestead and doing all of that. But I've been thinking, what if, and running different scenarios and all of those good things of worst case stuff. This is conceptual, still working on the details of the bag, and all of that. But I will say this particular pack should contain everything you need, including the kitchen sink, if possible, that you must, at all, by any means necessary, leave your house, your homestead, your apartment, your dwelling, and pick up and go for whatever reason. You name it, you have to go. Believe it or not, this particular pack should be able to sustain you and or your family for a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks, period, in case you have to go and come back at a later time, which is perfectly fine. But this particular bag should have everything in it. And I'm not going to get into the details of what's in the bag until I actually put my bag together. Now, I will say this. The Move On pack is probably a combination of my get home bag, my evac packs, my action packs, and every other bag and concept that I have thought of, heard about, commented on, and put together into one bag. This particular bag is not going to be a bag that you're going to be able to move quickly and get out of the way with. This is going to be a heavy bag. And all of my military people out there, if you've been in the military and you've carried a 70-pound to 100-pound pack on your back, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This pack should sustain you for a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks. And you're going to include things like possibly a tent, some type of shelter that you can put up, take down quickly, and keep traveling. Okay. Um, Again, this pack is not for fast travel. This is not a pack to get home with. This is a pack to get out of the way, to be able to hide in plain sight and provide for yourself and your family, whether it's in the woods, under a bridge, wherever, and be safe until you can return home. Plain and simple. You may not be able to go back home. At least you have things that will take care of you and your family. I know you're sitting there saying, well, VP, I'll just load up the vehicles or my truck or my car and we're gone. What if your vehicles aren't running? Again, this is worst case apocalyptic scenario or complete invasion. Okay, you may not be able to take your vehicle due to OPSEC and all of that. You may not. You may have to travel in a group, which is okay because we all know there's strength in numbers. Um, but this bag is going to be a heavy bag that contains everything from food, clothing, medical, security, water, water purification methods, shovels, saws, everything that you could possibly think of that would be necessary, along with security and self-defense tools as well. The pack should have everything you need. And keep in mind, this is all still a work in progress. And I'm going to be tapping other people in the prepping community to chime in on this and to give their thoughts um, of this particular on the move pack. Now I've got several people in the community that talks about, their bug out bags already weigh, anywhere from 70 to 100 pounds. That is awesome. That is also why, folks, we talk about physical fitness, getting in shape. Can you walk? You may have to have or create 2 or more on the move packs based on the family members who can carry a pack and all of that. You may have to divvy up everything and everybody carries a 50 to 100-pound pack. And you may say, well, I can't do that. Okay, well, then you're going to have to figure it out in the process of a true SHTF situation and you're not able to stay at home. Um, and again, folks, y'all know me. I don't preach doom and gloom. This is just a thought that came to me a couple of months ago, and I've been conceptually putting this together and thinking about the bag itself. It may be a very large rucksack, maybe a 50, 60, 70-liter backpack, whatever it may take. But you gather the items and everything you can think of that you're going to need in this pack to move on and possibly not return home. This is something we all have to at least think about. I'm not saying go out and start buying stuff and this and that. No. Use the items you have that are important for you and your family. And at least think through the concept of how you would do it. Some talk about the totes on wheels. That's perfectly fine if that works for you. But if you have to hide in the woods or hide somewhere else that may be urban or rural, that something on wheels may not travel well. You got to think about that. And again, as I said, this is something I'm thinking through, this concept, and I'm going to put together a pack that will support this concept. And I'm talking all types of gear, gear we talk about, that is tried and true and will help us not only to survive, but to thrive where we're at. And if you're traveling in a group, you may have to build a temporary community in the woods that will set up a perimeter and, establish a place of temporary residency outside of your home or a friend's house or family's house, until the danger or the threat has passed or been eliminated. So I'm very eager to begin putting this together. And I wanted to share this with everybody because, on a couple of my live streams, I talked about in 2025, which is going to be a good year for us, regardless of what's going on in the world. We over here at Vision Preparedness, we're going to be coming out with bigger and better things for the community because that's our give back. Because you folks are the ones that support the channel, and we hear you, and we appreciate all the comments, all the shares, all the likes, all the participation, all the ideas. Because we don't know everything and we probably won't. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't know. I never thought of that. But together we are strong, y'all. And we're going to not only survive, but thrive. But this is a topic that I'm going to be working through over the next couple of weeks and months. And I will be doing follow-up videos to this. Move On Pak. And the contents of it, the concepts in detail, and the process of why I reached the conclusion of this particular bag and the contents in it. I'm interested to know your comments down below. As always, I read each and every comment and reply to each and every comment. But I just want to let everybody know that this is one of the things that are slated for 2025. A move on pack in case of a total SHTF event and you cannot stay in your house, in your apartment, in your dwelling, and have to move on, where you can grab this bag or two of them or whatever the concept is you put together and get out of harm's way for a moment in time. And I'll talk more about when and why, because the world is getting more mayhemicness, more shenanigans, more turmoilcy, and more buffoonery. And as I've always said, just because we had a presidential election, it is not time to take your foot off the gas pedal, folks. So I hope you enjoyed this brief overview of my concept of a M.O.P, Move On Pak. And I will be dropping more information, more videos about this. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, helps the channel grow, and share this out with someone who may have had a conversation with you about such events and other things. This goes beyond a bug out bag. This goes beyond a get home bag. This goes beyond a ready bag. This is a bag that's going to sustain you for a minimum 4 weeks, which is a month. And we'll be talking about the contents of the bag in an upcoming video, as well as the bag itself. And with that, remember this, folks, keep on prepping, because your family depends on you, and it depends on your life. This is Vision Preparedness. God bless everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody, and God bless. The time is now.